Using what's around or on the classroom wall or on a bus that drives past or on a walk around the neighbourhood, what's familiar can demystify the process of reading and writing. The motto for the primary school that I attended, Kellyville Primary School, I checked, it's still the same logo, is play the game. So does that mean participate or have a go? Which game are they talking about? Are they talking about the mysterious, convoluted game of life in which winning means coming out on top? In which case, does play mean cheat, lie, manipulate, do anything you can to get ahead? Does play the game mean, as my experience at that school was, just to pretend to fit in for appearances until you're out of this place? So these found narratives around the school can act as prompts for fiction and non-fiction. They can include things like the pen license you see on the screen. My daughter's is still proudly stuck on our fridge, even though she's in year 7 now. And it reads, "This is to certify that," insert name, "has successfully achieved this pen license after consistently displaying neat handwriting." This reads to me like a found poem or a prompt for short fiction. Who decides what neat is? Who decided that neat was the measure that should be, by which a pen license should be bestowed on students? Does neat handwriting, but terrible spelling and rowdy behaviour still get you a pen license? How would it feel to be the last kid in the class allowed to write with a pen, just because your motor skills are further behind your classmates? Even the uncomfortable stories, the ones that sit in the silences, it's our job to help extract them. In grade 4 and 5, my best friend and I would pass notes. I know it's the bane of every upper primary school teacher's existence. We would think we were being discreet as we nudged them towards each other across the desk, but inevitably our notes would be intercepted by a teacher or accidentally dropped by one of us at recess. And for that reason, we learnt to write to each other in code. I would write, "I saw Papa Smurf reading to Pink Smurf behind the library before school." Papa Smurf was the school captain, who was in grade 6 and always wore a red hat like Papa Smurf. Pink Smurf was the school vice captain, who was one of those glittery sashaying dance girls who once performed on assembly in a hot pink leotard. The library they were reading behind was the cricket nets, and reading meant pashing. I'll never forget my mum bringing a wad of these notes to me after she found them in my sports uniform on laundry day and saying, "I really like these little characters that you're creating, Maxine." Literature is everywhere. An academic gaze would call these notes written back and forth between my friend and I as found narratives of epistolary non-fiction. So pair students up, get them to write notes to each other across the classroom about something they saw at lunch or recess. That's basically what Jane Austen did. It was all salacious adult gossip. This can teach a lesson about found non-fiction narratives, about voice and about collaborative writing, and some of the most iconic pieces of literature can be described as found narratives or notes. Take William Carlos Williams' iconic poem, "This Is Just to Say," written as if it was a note left on a kitchen table, to appear as a found poem. "This is just to say, I have eaten the plums that were in the icebox and which you were probably saving for breakfast. Forgive me. They were delicious, so sweet and so cold." This is a technique I played around with in my book, It's the Sound of the Thing, 100 New Poems for Young People, with the following poems. Sticky note. "Kids, I am not picking up after you anymore. From now on, you will clean your own rooms or else no more dessert. Mum." This was very close to an annoyed note I left on our family fridge about 2 years ago. What can I say? I never truly grew out of passing notes.